Out on the 600 again today. Couple of bits have changed. Got new front fog lamps. The other ones blew up after using them about 3 times. That's the trouble with buying cheap crap. New header tank, which seems to be holding up alright. Temperature seems to hold alright. Looks a bit cleaner. Bit cleaner than the fucking great water tank that was this side. Took up sort of that whole section there. Yeah, cleaned it up quite well. Yeah, so we're out having a fucking play around on the old machine. Got it booked in this Thursday coming because it's got a nasty flat spot which keeps catching me out. Around about 2,000 revs it just doesn't want to pick up, and then it gives you everything, which on slow manoeuvres is quite annoying. So I think it's the carburetors. I haven't got a clue, but the bloke I bought it off had it stood in his garage for about 2 years doing nothing, so I'm presuming. Nice, flick your ash out the fucking window. Alright, flicking your ash in my face. Fucking people. Yeah, he had it stood for about 2 years. So I'm presuming the carbs probably want cleaning and balancing, being as I've given it a full service, and that's not changed it. Well, it's improved it, but it's not cured it. So I'll give that a go. Give it to the people who know, which is in this case TPG's in Southwick. And then they can balance my carbs up after cleaning them. See how much of a difference that makes. Apart from that, it's a Marmite bike, definitely. You get a lot of looks, a lot of which actually say, what the fuck have you done to that? Which, it's got to be expected, and eggs me on to leave it as it is. But no, it's good to be out on it. I had bought a clutch cable off of Cable Tech, firm in the UK, obviously does cables, and they used my top elbow, which that isn't, which was a tighter bend, and after being out on it, I don't know, about 5 hours, it pulled the nipple off. Ooh, pulled the nipple off. Which of course knackered it. Sent it back to them, they repaired it, still used my elbow at the top there, and sure enough the same thing happened. So I've used a different company, Carrot Cycles, and I was out on the bike yesterday and no problem, and been out this morning for about an hour now and still no problem. So I think that's cured it. Obviously they've used a different elbow, that's easy for you to say, at the top, which is less of an angle. The last one was about 45 degrees, that's about 30. I've routed it differently through the handlebars, so that's probably helped. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be causing me any problems. It started to get notchy just before the nipple broke off, and I haven't got any of that, so my nipples are fine. But apart from that, it's running quite sweetly actually. It's quite nice to be out on the 600. You might have noticed I put the KLR 250 up for sale. I'm really not getting the usage out of it. The byways and that are close to me are so populated with ramblers and horses and such. You don't really get as much enjoyment out of it as you should. Don't get a chance to rag it over the dirt, so I'm looking for something a bit bigger that'll be better for doing a bit of distance on the tarmac, to find places. I mean, I live on the south coast, and there's places in Surrey and Kent, lots of byways and places to play, so just want something with a bit more power that I can get somewhere on the road without revving the shit out of it all the time. Got me eye on a little DRZ 400 for sale in Chichester. I'll go and have a look at that next Saturday, but you know, if that doesn't come about, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, yeah, the 250's up for sale. Shame, like the bike, but just not big enough capacity to get you anywhere comfortably. So update if and when I get the DRZ, but until then I'm going to have a play. Later.